Finally got a nice day today. Beautiful day. Oh man, I gotta clean this thing out. I haven't even opened this door for. Well, I opened it to get Russell's CDs out yesterday, but besides that, I can't remember when I even opened this car last. I love this car. Had it for a really long time. Oh, let's see here. So a little bit more. Yeah, all this car needs. Let's see what it's got on the. What has it got down here? 129, 782. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun times in this car. Me and Julie took this car to Mesa Verde when we were young, man. So yeah, this car, you know, I love this car. It's you know, I just put this in and bought a couple new speakers for the back. I never even got to drive this car with that new stereo. I tested it out and I hooked it up so you could drive around and watch a movie. But I never drove this car with this new stereo, and it sounds pretty decent. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, this car's good, you know. All this car needs, man, is a great mechanic. And we have one in the family. His name's Robert. And maybe like $500 in parts, you know, like it needs a new radiator. It needs a brand new head gasket because about 20 years ago it started leaking, but it was leaking like outside of the motor. It wasn't going inside. It was like leaking like outside of the motor. And I wanted to drive it without overheating and stuff like that. And so my brother-in-law Danny said, "You want to drive this car this summer?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd love to drive my car this summer." And he says, "This is like a little remote right here. So like a little remote for this stereo. You gotta like pop it off of here, I think. Yeah, you could like pop it off here and hold it, but I put it here and I turned it this way so that when I hit the button, the signal would go like to the radio, you know, so that's why I had it that way. But yeah, this is like a little button for that stereo. You know, I never got to drive this car with that stereo. And like I said, I got, oh, you can't see them back there because it's covered up, but I got, oh, and there's the roll bar. But I got some new speakers back there. I put new shocks on this car. I really wanted to find a mechanic, you know, to fix this car for me so I could have it back. But I didn't know who to trust except for Robert, and he doesn't have time to, well, he doesn't have room to work on something like this. And so I just gave up on it, and then started having this guy come by like, I don't know, every 6 months. And he's like, "You gonna sell me that Camaro yet?" And I'm like, "No." Like, it's a family member. I said, "I've had this Camaro now since '99. And the guy I bought it from, I think he bought it from a police auction. It used to be a police interceptor. So, yeah, the police had it for an interceptor, Put a great suspension on it. L98 motor with like a super chip. Put the roll bar in it and stuff. All the stuff to make this interceptor for the state patrol. And then the guy I bought it from ended up with it. And I used to work at this place called Choice Electric. And he was like just one of the big wigs there, one of the parts guys that ran all the inventory. And I had a blue 1986 Z28 at the time that I used to drive around. And one day I saw this white Camaro, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot nicer than mine, you know. I was like, I wish I could have a car like that someday, you know. And then, I'm shitting you not, I don't know, maybe a year later, he painted it black, you know, the black that it is now. You could tell that it wasn't originally black because you could see the white, you know. So see the white right there. So you could tell that it wasn't originally black, it was white, you know, because it was a state patrol car. And right here's a hole where they used to see where they used to have the light come through. You know that little light, you hold it like this and you turn it and they sit on the outside and the spotlights. I actually have the lights in the trunk that I'm gonna give my nephew once he buys this car from me. And you know, I don't need them. Yeah, there's the other hole over there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so he put a $500 Mako paint job on this car in 1999. And let me show you what it looks like. All right, this is, take in mind that this is a $500 Mako paint job from 1999. This is it's got this chip right here. The rims are original. Tires, they're really good, but they're old. But yeah, look, this is a Mako paint job. You know, when you see the $500 paint job, yeah, this is it. This is what he got back in 1999. I haven't done nothing with this car, and in fact, I've only had a car cover for like 6 years. It's got a little hail damage on the hood because you know, I don't know if that's even coming up in the camera, but I mean, the paint for being from a Mako paint job, $500. Any of you guys want to spruce up your car, like freshen up your car, take it to Mako, man, if they still have any kind of deal, and just go for the cheapest deal they got, because yeah, you have a brand new looking car, man. I don't know if it's $500 anymore, but I can't, you know, I don't know what it would be now. Well, I'm sure it's under $1,000 to have a brand new car, basically. Yeah, so this is my baby right here. I never thought I would even want to sell this car. I wanted to fix this thing up and drive it again, give it hell, you know, but not get any tickets. But I don't want this car anymore. I've had it for so long and got so much out of it that I want Anthony to have this car. I mean, you know, when I first got this car, my nephew Anthony, I let him drive it because he always let me drive every car he ever had, man, like it was mine. He had this Honda Del Sol. It was brand new, green, beautiful car. Guy used to just give me the keys for it and just tell me, you know, I'll see you when you're done. There's the van right there. Love that van. I'm not getting rid of that. My wife said that I get this van in the black car right there, and she's keeping the orange Beetle, and this right here is my daughter's. This is my daughter's truck right here. It was actually her Grandpa Charlie's first vehicle that he ever bought himself. And then, as life has it, life is sad sometimes. Life is really mean, actually, sometimes. Charlie bought this truck for himself. Brand new. Brand new. He bought this truck for himself. And him and Sue used to love going on rides, you know. They had a, I don't know what year Jimmy it was, or Blazer it was. But they had this Blazer, man, they used to take out, you know, and go for country drives up in the mountains. And so he bought this. And so they could go on, you know, those drives that they loved so much. And I'm not sure. That's what I'm talking about. There's my beautiful house right there. You know, I'm not sure, but I don't think they ever got to take one drive in this new truck. I think it might have been 3 months, maybe, after he purchased this beautiful vehicle that is now my daughter's. So that's kind of cool because she's going to have her grandpa's, sorry, you know, but she's going to have her grandpa's first new vehicle he ever bought for himself. And that's special. But I don't think Charlie and Sue ever got to enjoy this with their drives that they loved so much. Those two people, man, Charlie and Sue, they had a love that only you dream about. God, it was fantastic. And unfortunately, they were robbed of having a happily ever after. And it sucked so bad. It really sucked so bad. But this is my favorite papa right here, going for a walk. Hi, Papa. I'm filming a video.
Okay.
Hi, Papa. Have a fun day. But yeah, they were fantastic. Charlie, he would do anything for you. The guy was amazing. Treated me like I was his own son, and we had something in common. He used to be an electrician, and so we had, it was great doing, talking with him about when he was an electrician and what I was doing at that point. And, you know, I told him back then that I'd make his daughter happy, you know. I was like, Charlie, I'll make her happy, you know. But it didn't work out. But I figure if, you know, she's only 46. I figure if I let her go now, she could have like a whole nother life with somebody else. Like a whole second life with some guy that'll make her happy every day. And if that happens, well, then I win, don't I? You know? If that happens, which I hope it does, then what I told Charlie so long ago about taking care of his daughter will have came to fruition, whatever you You know, I'm not a lyricist, so you guys know what I mean. But yeah, 10 years at this house. How can you have any regrets? 10 years at this beautiful house. So yeah, God, I hope my wife finds a guy that'll give her everything she ever wanted, and that is even so rich that she never has to work again, and she could just hang out with the kids and have fun with the kids, and maybe have another baby. I mean, she's only 46. Maybe she could have like another baby, and then she won't have to work, and then she'll just be able to stay home and raise the new baby with no worries about having to work at all, just laying up raising her new baby. That would be cool. I don't know if any of you guys saw the gingerbread house that I made. You know, gingerbread house I made for Christmas. I'm gonna decorate before I get out. Even if I'm like out of here and I have my own house already, I'm coming back this year, the rest of this year at least, and I'm gonna do the decorations in the yard, just like I always do. We got a lot of stuff, and so I'm gonna put up all the decorations for everybody, like I always did. We have one. Even if I'm living in my own house, you know, I'm gonna decorate this place one last time for the kids. And then after that, shit, my son, he's 13. After that, he'll have so many inflatables and all the stuff that I put up all the time. He'll have to put it up himself, and he's gonna have his own garage. He's gonna be 13, man. It's gonna be awesome for that kid. But yeah, here's the Anthony, shoot me a number, bro. Here's your car. Imagine the fun you and Linda could have in this. Huh? Shoot me a number, bro. I want you to have this car. I'm gonna end this video before it ends itself, because I don't have a lot of memory on this phone. Someday maybe I'll get this van fixed and take care of this rust. You know, someday maybe I could pay somebody enough money. Maybe I'll make enough money I could pay somebody to fix this van before it falls off or rusts away under my feet. But what do you think, bro? Shoot me a number. Go back in and get another shot of that wonderful stereo I put in. It's a DVD player, surround sound. So yeah, that's you could put movies in there and they play throughout the speakers, surround sound. I did do that. I watched a few movies in here. Who am I bullshitting? They were porns.